Welcome back to the Short Faith Reflections. This is your host Tigmo. Today's reflection is about knowing if you and I have faith. How do I know I have faith? Faith involves a loving relationship where justice and mercy reign. The formula is simple: love equals justice plus mercy. Strictly speaking, if there is no justice and mercy in a relationship, then there is no love in it. And if there is no love in your relationship, there is no way you can have faith. I have a true story to tell you to illustrate this point. In 2018, a team of nurses at Mercy Children's Hospital in Missouri won a lottery ticket worth $10,000. After taxes, their winnings came to $7,200. As they were celebrating in their good fortune, however, they realized that they could put their money to better use. More specifically, they decided to give the money to two nurses going through heartbreak. So instead of dividing up the cash among themselves, they decided to pool their money and give all of the winnings to Gretchen Post and Casey Orellana. Post, who is a nurse at Mercy's, has been grieving the loss of her 17-year-old son after he committed suicide on the night of the lotto drawing. One of the nurses told Post that, "I know it's not a lot, but here is what we have to offer you. Hopefully, it'll help." Gretchen Post was very thankful. The check that she received from her adoring co-workers ended up paying for his funeral. The second check went to neonatologist Casey Orellana, who has been struggling to make ends meet since her husband was diagnosed with sarcoma earlier in the year. Orellana said, "When I got that phone call about the lottery winnings, it was a day I was wondering how we were going to pay for certain medications. It just touches your heart." Justice demands that Gretchen pays for the funeral of his son and Casey to pay for her husband's medication, and mercy requires the other nurses help Gretchen and Casey in their time of need. In their relationship, we know there is love. Here, in this context, we can say that faith is alive. To love someone means to allow that person to grow in justice and mercy in interpersonal, social, and institutional relationships. On the one hand, to be just in a relationship is to mutually grow in spirit, to reach and meet the expectation of all, to become as merciful as one can be to others. On the other hand, to be merciful with others is to develop a mental attitude, to adjust oneself, to respect the reality that growing justice in oneself and in others takes time. If justice and mercy develops in a relationship, love grows. And at the moment you open yourself to have this kind of relationship in your life where love grows, at that same moment, you have responded positively to God's call to invite Him in your life. Also in that same moment, you will begin to realize that God dwells in you, and you already have the seed of faith growing in your heart. That is all for today. This is your host saying, God bless the new federal state of China.